Today I'm going to show you how to replace the light bulb in one of your spotlights. First thing first, make sure all your power's turned off. Next you're going to pull this out. There's going to be one screw with a flathead. It's going to look just like this one right here. You're going to unscrew that. Mine was a Phillips. Next, you're going to take your clamping band off. It sits on the bottom and it clamps these little tabs together over our seal here, and it makes your seal around the edge here. You're going to take that off and you're going to set this screw aside. I put mine in some acid cleaner to clamp the threads a little bit. Next, you're going to take your old light bulb out. You can do that with your fingers. Just make sure power's off. Next, take your new one. I found mine at Ace Hardware because no one else would carry it. Screw it in there and make sure you have something between your fingers and the light bulb. I used some paper towel. I've used bathroom tissue, toilet paper in the past, Kleenex. Just make sure there's no lotion or anything on there. You don't want any oil on there. So screw that in there. You may have to pinch these together, though you can get your light in there. They're just little brackets. Next, you're going to reinstall your seal. I went ahead and took out my bulb here, this little bowl here, and cleaned it up a little bit. So we're going to go and put that one back in right there. We're going to take our seal, which is this piece. I cleaned up my edges. I cleaned up the top and the bottom a little bit. The bottom is probably the most important because that's what makes the actual seal. So once this is nice and clean, you're going to go and put it on just like that. You can line these up if you'd like. I don't usually. Next, you're going to take your piece right here, this little clamping piece. You're going to see this notch right here, this tab. There's 4 of these little clamping pieces, and there's 4 spaces right here. If you'll notice, so there's an extra space right here. That tab has to go right there. Just like that. You can see those 4 spaces are right where those little tabs go, and that tab is right where it needs to be. Next, we're going to take this clamping ring, and we're going to fit it so it sits right there, right in these little pieces. Just like that, you can see all 4 tabs have been filled by this little metal ring. Next, we're going to take our big screw, not your little screw that holds it in. It should have a hex head, and you're going to start it right here, and you're going to drive it into that nut. This is where I recommend having an impact or a drill or something, because it helps us be able to put pressure here and screw it in at the same time as you holding right here. Typically, I'll put the impact on this side, and I'll hold it with my thumb's the impact. That way, I can get this one all lined up, just like that. Use my finger there to help out a little bit. And then once you start screwing in, you're going to have to lift up on the thumb, or the impact side, and you're going to have to push down on this. That way it goes in straight, and you don't cross thread your bolt. Just like so, that's how it should look. You should have about a thumb's room in there, a little bit less. You should have about equal there and equal there. You want it to be snug. When I push these in with my fingers, I can't get any space right here or here in between the head and this little ring. Next, we're going to make sure everything else looks good. All our tabs are where they're supposed to be, and they're little cutouts. And this tab right here indicating the top is right where it needs to be. Alright, I'm sorry, that's actually indicating the bottom. So, if all is right, you should have this bolt hole right here that has this little indentation around it, and it should be right where there's no metal bracket. Next, you're going to take all the wire, you're going to coil it up like that, you're going to put it back in there. You can see we have one tab right here where my pinky is, and it's got threads, and it's going to land right where that hole right up there is, right over that hole right there. And just like that, you can go and screw that bolt in right there, and we're good to go. It doesn't move, it's now installed. Don't turn this on until it's submerged by water. The water is what keeps it cool. As you can see, I went ahead and turned it off because there's no water in this ball right now, but it does work. Thanks for watching.